From the bleachers to the end zones, gridirons up and down the coast. Live from the largest sports team on local television. This is Friday Football Focus.
Happy Friday. I am Mike Clan. We have several high school football CIF semifinal games to show you, plus some highlights of local college and prep hoops. We kick it off with Bishop Diego football. The Cardinals traveling to Southern California to play Upland in a CIF Southern Section Division III semifinal. Rough start for Bishop Diego. They turned the ball over several times in the first half. This pass underthrown, picked off by Upland. The Scots get the first points of the game. 18-yard touchdown run by senior Ricky Allen right up the gut, barely touched until the goal line. Upland led 7-0 after one quarter. The Scots kick a 27-yard field goal in the opening moments of the second quarter to lead 10-0. Still in the second quarter, Upland strikes again with a big play. Noah Sandoval up top to Ian Sanchez, who beats a double team. 65 yards for the touchdown, and the Scots led 17-0. Bishop Diego had 3 turnovers in that first half. This long pass is picked off. Cardinals trailed 17-0 at halftime. Third quarter, Bishop gets a big play from their senior star running back Karan Gossett. He was held in check most of the game, but he rips off this 52-yarder here. However, the Cards would miss a field goal and come away with no points. Gossett 98 yards rushing. Still in the third quarter, Bishop Diego gets a big play on defense. Villafano with his third interception of the season. Cardinals inside the 10. Gossett would score his 30th rushing touchdown of the season to pull the Cardinals within 10 points, but they get no closer. Bishop Diego loses 17-7. They end another terrific season at 9-4. No excuses, but head coach Tom Crawford told me yesterday at practice the flu really affected the team earlier this week, but again, they were just beat tonight. Now over to the CIF Central Section semifinals. It was an all-local Division V matchup in Templeton. The Eagles welcoming in Pioneer Valley to the nest. Friday Football Focus senior reporter Dave Alley has our complete highlights.
Mike, it might be a cold night, but it is great to be here in Templeton. Would you believe this is the first time I've ever covered a football game here in Volunteer Stadium? It opened up in 2005, but the last time I was here for football, more than 20 years ago at the school's old upper field. As for this game, some history on the line. Pioneer Valley trying to earn their program's first ever trip to the championship game, while Templeton was hoping to earn its first trip to the title game since 1995. Ocean League rivals meeting for the second time this season. The first go-round, a Panthers win, 28-21 in mid-October. Defensive battle, no score after one in the second on a 3rd and long from the 18. Anthony Chavez finds an open Landon Miller, slips at about the 6-yard line, but not before picking up a big first down just a couple plays later. Eagles get on the board. Jan Martinez stopped at the goal line but spins and scores. Templeton takes a 7-0 lead. Eagles defense giving the Panthers fits in the first half. Quarterback Alexander Garcia under pressure, brought down by Trenton Borges. Panthers no points on offense after 2 quarters, but the Panthers defense was strong, keeping the team in the game. Late in the half, Eagles Dylan Krilling nowhere to go in the backfield and is taken down by Andrew Eberhardt for the loss of yardage. Then very next play, deep in their own territory, Krilling goes down in the end zone. There was a penalty on the play on Templeton. Safety for Pioneer Valley. Panthers on the board with the defensive score. It was 7-2 Templeton at halftime. Into the third, special teams miscue costs the Panthers on a punt. Snap is low, and Pioneer Valley can't kick it away. They have to just fall on the ball, and it's a turnover on downs at their own 25-yard line. Few plays later, after a big roughing the passer penalty on a 4th and long, Eagles take advantage into the end zone. Martinez again with the short run for the score. That made it 13-2 Templeton, and the Eagles look to be in control entering the fourth quarter, but just seconds into the fourth, huge swing of momentum. Eagles with the ball, nice gain on the ground, but the ball comes loose and it goes right into the hands of sophomore Pepe Gonzalez, and he heads back the other way and races in for a 35-yard touchdown on the fumble recovery. Just a huge play there. Panthers suddenly right back into the game, down 13-8. Then later in the fourth, under 3 minutes to go, PV takes the lead. Anthony Arias on the ground, he scores. Panthers then add the 2-point conversion to lead it 16-13. Eagles with the ball, one last chance, under a minute to go, 4th and long. Chavez, desperation heave, is knocked down by Eberhardt. That seals it for the Panthers, and let the celebration begin as Pioneer Valley rallies late and gets the comeback win, beating Templeton 16-13. So congratulations to head coach Dustin Davis and the Panthers. Pioneer Valley High School opened up in 2004, and for the first time ever, its football team is going to a CIF championship game. They will play for their first ever title a week from tonight, next Friday. Mike will have who they will play here in a few moments. As for Templeton, their season comes to an end. They wrap up their year with a record of 8-5. Reporting in Templeton, I'm Friday Football Focus reporter Dave Valley. Back to you, Mike.
All right, Dave, I got to get me one of those hats. I think the network gave it to him. Pioneer Valley will meet the winner of this game, Atascadero hosting Dos Palos in a D5 semifinal. Greyhounds get the home game as the second seed. The Broncos are number 3, and they edged Morro Bay last week, 28-27. Visitors going deep down the field, but it's a no passing zone. Atascadero's Jerome Damery with the first big play of the night for the Hounds. Speaking of big plays, Atascadero's Trey Cooks takes the handoff, and there he goes, number 34. The senior going up the middle and right past the Broncos for a 42-yard touchdown. First score of the game, 7-0 Hounds. Trey Cooks like that run. He enjoys this as well. His brother Kane Cooks airing it out to Caleb Pryor, who's behind the defense and into the end zone for the touchdown. Too many cooks in the kitchen for Dos Palos to handle. Atascadero wins this semifinal easily, shutting out the Broncos. Final score 35-0, so it'll be Pioneer Valley at Atascadero next Friday's CIF Division 5 Central Section Championship. How about that? And we've got more from the Central Section next. We have highlights from Mission Prep as the Royals look to punch their ticket to the D3 Championship game.